I have a dream. To score the winner against Brazil in the final moments of a World Cup final. I have a dream. To become the world's premier superstar, draped in the legendary number 10 of AC Milan. In the world of football, some call him the light of Asia. Others, the harshest critics, label him the worst number 10 in Milan's storied history. He's been mocked by the likes of Mario Balotelli as a sales rep player, a commercial product rather than a sportsman. Yet, on the world's biggest stage, he delivered the most iconic performances an Asian player has ever produced. He is a visionary, a businessman, an educator, and perhaps the future Prime Minister of Japan. This is the Odyssey of Keisuke Honda. Born in Osaka in 1986, Honda's childhood was fueled by the manga Captain Tsubasa. He didn't just want to play, he wanted to conquer. In 2008, he arrived in the Netherlands to join VVV Venlo. When the club suffered the heartbreak of relegation, Honda didn't jump ship. Instead, he stayed and tore the second division apart, recording a staggering 16 goals and 13 assists. He didn't just lead them back to the Eredivisie, he did it with a swagger that caught the eyes of Ajax and PSV. But while the Dutch giants hesitated, the Russian powerhouse CSKA Moscow moved. In 2009, a €9 million deal sent him to the frozen East. Within 4 months, he fired a thunderous strike in the Champions League knockouts, dragging CSKA into the quarterfinals for the first time in their history. But for Honda, Russia was just a training ground. He knew that the 2010 World Cup in South Africa was the true stage for his ambition. Japan arrived in chaos, plagued by internal strife. At the center of it, Keisuke Honda. Rumors swirled of a training ground coup where Honda challenged the legendary Shunsuke Nakamura over who should take the free kicks. It was an act of perceived arrogance against a national hero, but Honda told his coach, "It's him or me." This wasn't just about a dead ball, it was a battle for the soul of the Blue Samurai. The 32-year-old Nakamura was the past. The 24-year-old Honda was the future. In the final group game against Denmark, from 40 yards out, Honda unleashed a knuckleball that pierced the heart of the Danish goal. In 4 matches, he won Man of the Match 3 times. The Light of Asia was no longer a nickname, it was a reality. The giants of Europe, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Manchester City, all flirted with him, but CSKA Moscow held him captive, refusing to sell until his contract expired in 2013. Finally, the dream came true. AC Milan, the number 10. He stepped into a lineage of gods, Gullit, Seedorf, Rui Costa. He was the first person of Asian descent to wear that hallowed shirt. His 3 years in Milan were a paradox. He was diligent, professional, and tireless. But the club was in its darkest hour of financial ruin and identity crisis. Critics pointed at him, but the fans who watched every Sunday knew the truth. He wasn't the worst number 10 in Milan's history. He was the number 10 for the worst Milan team in history. He arrived for free, gave his blood for the badge, and left with his head held high. His final act came in 2018. Across 3 World Cups, he scored 4 goals, the most by any Asian player. But his career would be defined by 5 centimeters in the 93rd minute against Belgium. Japan stood on the verge of the quarterfinals. Honda stood over the ball, the familiar stance, the tomahawk strike. The ball spiraled toward the top corner, only for the fingertips of Thibaut Courtois to deny him immortality. Seconds later, Belgium counterattacked. 14 seconds. That was all it took for the dream to vanish. After 2018, Honda became a footballing nomad, leaving his footprints in Mexico, Brazil, Portugal, and Azerbaijan. He even managed the Cambodian national team via video call while playing professionally in Lithuania. Today, as we look toward 2026, Honda has transcended the pitch. He is a researcher at MIT, a UN Global Ambassador, and the founder of the Soltilo Youth Academies, spanning from Japan to Shanghai. His Instagram bio says it all: educator, social activist, entrepreneur, angel investor. In his mind, being a footballer was just the beginning. Whether he is on the sidelines or in the halls of parliament, Keisuke Honda is still chasing that winner against Brazil. And in his world, no one is laughing anymore.